guys, Rockman 3K3.
Look, I'm Leroy. Fuck all the introductions. Let's talk about this dumbass.
Welcome to the third place. Let's get into it.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is the Mortal Kombat episode.
Spoilers alert, by the way.
Possibly one of the biggest movie. Was supposed to, one of the biggest movies of this year in our life. We are recording this the Monday after the Oscars. We do not watch the Oscars.
I didn't feel that way, by the way, but go ahead.
You watched the Oscars?
No. I'm talking about Mortal Kombat. You're like the biggest movie. I was like,
well, no. I'm saying no. Okay, what I mean, like not like blockbuster hit, but just because it's a video game movie, and video game movies are 10 times out of 10 trash.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying big in the nerd realm.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry.
Right behind Godzilla versus Kong, of course, that's nerdy in its own right. But this is a legitimate video game movie. It's also let's see, the first one came out in 95?
Mm-hmm.
95. The sequel came out, I think, I want to say 2 years later. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's like 97 or 98.
98, yeah, something like that. So this is a good damn near almost 30 years. Wait, no, this would be 20. I don't know. I'm not good at math. You know what? Get the calculator because I'm stupid.
I will. I'm mathing. I'm mathing right now, bro.
Math the shit out of this because I don't want to say 30 years because I'm almost 30 and I was born in 93.
So right now, it's in 2021. We're gonna take away the 1998. We're gonna go. Bam, 23 years.
23. All right.
So about 20 something.
Oh, 23 years. We actually.
So it's old enough to be out here driving and getting married and shit.
Of course. I brought this up on the show.
Right.
I want to say a year and a half ago because I think I brought it when they had started casting.
Yep, and I was pumped because my boy Josh Stalin was in it from the Raid crew.
Yes, I remember this show very vividly.
Yes.
So. Let's get into it. First reactions.
Wait. Once again, spoiler alert. So if you have not seen the movie, stop listening.
I'm gonna put it in the title. Fuck it.
Okay. Spoilers alert. But now we've done that. Go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna do this exercise that I do with my kids. Also, I had a really weird day with kids, but you'll have to listen to the regular show for that. So we'll do this exercise.
Okay.
Called First Thought.
Okay.
I want you to say it's one word. First thought. We're gonna say them both on 3.
Okay.
You got a word?
Right. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Trash.
Okay. Okay. Good. Great. Then we are in agreement.
Yes.
All right. You want to break it down? Break it down piece by piece. You want to break it down scene by scene?
No,
why was this movie not what I expected?
Okay. So first off, let me say that I'm thoroughly tickled that you and Shogun had the reaction you guys did because I'm always painted as the hater of the group.
You are the hater.
I'm here's my thing. Here's what tipped me off to maybe this movie won't be what we thought it would be. Is when Cole Jackson on his Twitter put Mortal Kombat was okay because he wouldn't go wait for anybody. He's like, fuck that, I'm to see this. He's like, Mortal Kombat was okay. I was like, uh-oh. So when that happened, right?
Already lowered your expectations, didn't it?
I was like, all right, let me bring them down then. But then when I got into it, I was just like, oh, yeah, he didn't do it justice. This is trash. Because here's the one simple thing first off that would have solved everything. So let's start with what they did get right. The Scorpion and the Sub-Zero.
Names right. That's all they got right. They got character names right. That's about it.
Now, they got the Scorpion and Sub-Zero thing right at first glance. Because remember, as time progresses, and this is spoiler alert again for anyone who hasn't played the games, you find out later, especially in Mortal Kombat 11, that Quan Chi actually instigated the 2 clans to fight so he would choose the better of the 2. And that's what really happened. But that's why Bihan was like, nah, I gotta kill this motherfucker. And so that is the right story. A lot of people, because we always
left off the part, you know what you left out about the Quan Chi part. So now it just looked like,
so now just like assholes, just like fuck you, nigga, fuck you and your whole family. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But that was about one of the only things done right. Here's where the movie just broke apart for me. Right, number one, Cole is basically Takeda. Why didn't they just say Takeda? Cole did not have to be in this movie at all.
This is
now, for everyone who's like trying to fight me on this, no, go look it up.
Takeda he's introduced is Hanzo Hasashi's son.
Yes, he's introduced
in
Mortal Kombat 10.
Introduced in the comics before Mortal Kombat 10.
Thank you. He is introduced in the comics, and then they say, you know, it'd be cool if we did this in the game, which made sense, right? But then the movie says, well, he's a descendant, which I understand because they do trick you. After the whole fighting shit with Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they're like, Raiden's like, his daughter. And so you're just like, okay, what happened to his daughter? Well, years later, because Cole doesn't know his family, surprise, surprise, he was an orphan in Chicago. Here comes Cole. So that was the first fuck up. The second fuck up, the Arcana gives them power. Word! So we just gonna make Kano Cyclops out here? What the fuck was going on in the script room where they're just like,
I just want to know.
Cool. You know, be cool. Real quick, I'm gonna fuck this shit up on y'all. I'm gonna fuck this shit up. We gonna give them superpowers. Oh, nigga! Now how we gonna tell them? How we gonna talk about it? We're gonna say the Arcana, which is their birthright, brother, is also gonna give them superpowers. Oh shit, nigga!
And it all comes through a magical tattoo that you get by killing somebody. As soon as he said the word Arcana, I paused the movie and I said to my wife, "This ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good." No, and then I continued, and
you know what you had to do. You know what you had to do. You had to do the Cole Jackson.
And after the movie was over, bro, I call you and I tried to call Sugar. It's okay. But I called the only other person who has witnessed this, and that was my best friend Adric, because Adric was there when we went to see Venom. And the second I realized that the movie had gotten out of hand is when Cole was.
That's it. That is,
and I did that 4 times in this movie.
Oh, bruh. Because then on top of that, the general dude with the hammer, who the fuck is that? They might as well just say Shao Kahn Light.
So I know who that is because he's in the comics. But you know how much weight he holds in the comics? Not that much, because he's only in like 2 issues.
Where's the cameraman? Okay, there we go. Yeah, about that much. Right. And then
who the fuck cares about General Rankin?
No. And then you know what else is funny? They got the Gargoyle girl that nobody fucking liked from Armageddon. You see that shit? And I was like,
Nakara?
Yeah, I was just like, all the
people.
All right, too. What? Fuji? We could have fucking Fuji.
Like y'all added Nakara or Natara. I can't remember which one it is.
It's one of. Nobody give a fuck. Really?
I was about to say, no one. First of all, Armageddon was a bad game anyway. Why the shit,
bruh?
Why the shit?
Like either Ed Boon jizzed on that or.
I don't think
John Tobias.
Here's my problem. I don't think Ed Boon had anything to do with this because I was waiting.
No, he did.
See, I was waiting in the credits, and I was like, I don't see Ed Boon name. Not goddamn well.
He didn't. The only thing they mentioned him
based off
the video game, right, of John Tobias and Ed Boon. Yeah. I think either Ed Boon and John Tobias jizz on Armageddon together because they will not let that shit die because they keep making fucking references to it, and nobody liked that fucking game. The only good thing about the game
was the damn roster.
That was it. And it had everybody in it. That was it.
The fighting was awful. Create your own fatality. No, I rely on you to make fucked up artwork, not me.
Here's the other thing, too. Kung Lao dying was so just like...
Okay. No. So, Kung Lao has always been my favorite character since the first one. He's always... I realize, and at a point... I have to take into the fact that Liu Kang is always going to be the chosen one. I'm fine with that.
He's not anymore. I mean, shit.
No, he is in the game. See, this movie doesn't.
Yeah,
in the games, he's always going to be the chosen one.
In the game, kind of, but even in the game, they're kind of getting away from that because, like, he becomes a god.
Exactly. So they've effectively taken him out of the rotation.
Right.
But in all of the previous games, I always understand that Liu Kang is going to be the greater of the Shaolin monks. Kung Lao is still my favorite. Yeah. Why does Kung Lao have to die in every other iteration of this of Mortal Kombat?
This one especially was not needed. It was just like, Shang Tsung grabbed him. He's the only one close to him. We gotta have a death. So the good guys look like they come out unscathed.
They're good and they come out and they look at him and they're like, "We need to go." You could just save him. That could also fucking work. And I have to watch my favorite character die like hard as fuck.
Like,
I don't appreciate that.
He died, like Johnny Cage died in the second in Annihilation, where like, because they couldn't get the actor again,
right?
So they got nobody, and like the guy just cricked his neck, and it was like, well, Johnny Cage.
Well, Johnny Cage is dead. Right.
And so he's like, no, Johnny. I was like, you didn't even like him for real, but so. Oh, by the way, Johnny Cage's not even in this movie. So that's my other beef with this movie,
he's
right?
Going into the
original. Okay, whatever. The original 8 aren't even in this movie. They come very close. They do have
Sonya, they got Jax, they got Reptile, they got Liu Kang, they got Kung Lao, they got Raiden, and Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
And see, Kung Lao's not even the original because he came in 2. So take him out.
I'm sorry.
but for some reason they have Cabal in this on the evil side, which I'm like.
Wait, hold the fuck up.
Right.
Because this is because I talked to Adric for a good minute. You cannot have Cabal because you don't have Stryker.
Right. They were both undercover. The only reason why Kano burned his skin, off is because he was undercover trying to infiltrate the Black Dragon. Kano found him, burned him, and put him in that suit. So why the fuck would he work with Shang Tsung for no fucking reason?
He just showed up. He just showed up with hook swords. He's burnt this fucking. He can run fast.
And then his beef is with Kano, right? So what's the first thing he does? Hey Kano, come join up with us. And Kano's like, all right, what I need to do?
Okay, well, sure. Why the fuck not? I don't get that. I'm sorry, my
So you just made evil Cyclops, and then he was like, okay.
The best part, and see, I cranked up Mortal Kombat 9 just so I can get familiar.
Wait. Also, just want to put this out here too. Sonya, who is an original character, doesn't even have an Arcana. Just hold that for a minute. No, I'm dead serious, guys. She doesn't even have an Arcana. Let's break this
down even further. Yes. In the original movie and in the original games, Sonya is one of the top agents of the U.S. Special Forces. In this movie, she lives in a trailer park. No. She lives in a standalone trailer. Nowhere.
And let's not forget, Jax is not the original character. He is also from Mortal Kombat 2. It's like they just took 1, 2, 3, and Armageddon and said, here you go.
Man, and then they picked random ass people to be in it.
Yes, because here's another problem they also did. They mentioned a lot of the characters in passing. Like you saw a picture of Kotal Khan.
You saw Shao Kahn.
Picture. You saw Shao Kahn. You even saw Shinnok's amulet that Kano stole, which that's crazy because that was the whole purpose of Mortal Kombat 9. And
Deadly Alliance.
Yep, you're right. And now that's how they're gonna bring Kano back. And that's what they're gonna do. I guarantee you, in the second Mortal Kombat, because there's gonna be another one, they're all gonna be Revenants. I'm calling it now. You already know. Tell me it's not gonna be Revenants. And they're gonna fuck that shit up too.
Let's even break it down even further. The movie's called Mortal Kombat, which is a tournament, right?
They never actually go to.
Did you see a tournament? I ain't see a tournament either.
No. I didn't. And that's what I said too. And I was like, I kind of understand.
But see, that's also like the basis of most of the games. Is like we're not gonna wait to the tournament because Outworld is gonna cheat. So we're gonna have fights that will lead up to a tournament. Because technically, in Mortal Kombat, after 3, you don't play in an actual tournament anymore. It's all like street fights and shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, this should have been like a prologue. Wait, is it pro or epi? Prologue. Okay. Mm-hmm. Or something. The pre-version of this.
Prologue.
This would have been perfect to set up the real Mortal Kombat.
This is why they should have called it the Road to Mortal Kombat or Epic Combat or something else. Not fucking Mortal Kombat. Because
the only thing Mortal Kombat about this is people died.
That was it. And the fatalities. And on top of that,
what fatalities? I only saw one.
There were like 3.
I saw one, and I saw a whack ass animality, and yeah.
So that the Fire Dragon was not Kano, but Liu Kang's original one. But
that's one of his original animalities. It's not a fatality.
It's fatalities too. Because in Mortal Kombat 1, he actually does turn into the dragon and eats people. That's not an animality. That's actual fatality. So that's one.
Here's the other problem. Did it become an animality then?
Later, when they introduced animalities, that's when they started doing that. Because when 2, his was like a brutality thing where he does the three deadly hits and then you just fall down and you don't see anything. Kano with the reptile, where he ripped out Kano's heart. Reptile's heart. There's that.
Kun Lao with the gangster ass saw blade buzzsaw original shit. I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Right. Don't forget that Sonya also did her signature one, where she put the little hole in
holes in the side
in Melina. So there's that. But that was really about it. And don't forget Shang Tsung stole the soul.
But that's not even the fatality. He does that in game.
It's a fatality in 1 and 2, especially 2 because 2 he's a playable character. 1,
that's what I'm saying. In 2, he can just do it. He can just steal your soul there.
But it's also a fatality where he steals so much to where you explode. But so there's that. Can
I also bring up another point?
Yes.
So Scorpion spoke Japanese the whole movie, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then he said in English, "Get over here."
Yeah. So maybe he learned English in hell. We never really know how he braved the fires of hellfire. We don't know. Not only that, but I know. But listen, that was the silver line to the whole movie. Really, was Bihan and Hanzo's big thing. Yeah, because we already know
you only get to see Hanzo 2 times.
I know
before he alive, and when he come back.
But and you see glimpses because Cole's like, oh no, what is this?
I'm getting visions of my past self. Shit.
So on top of that, not only that, right? You also have the fact that Bihan is probably gonna turn into Noob Saibot because that's what they're leading to. Well, yeah, because Shang Tsung's like, I still can take his soul, and so he's gonna put him into the soul of darkness. So there's that. But
first of all, why they give Sub-Zero 8 more powers than he ever had?
No, actually, now look, you're gonna get mad at me, but actually, he was within his rights because those are no. Here's the thing, though. Those are all the powers from 1 through 11. They didn't just give Sub-Zero we'll give him powers from 1. No, they gave because the Ice Heal, that's from Mortal Kombat 11, nigga. I know. That shit.
I could do that.
When he threw Scorpion, I was like, that's so disrespectful. God damn.
At what point can Sub-Zero...
And the Ice Sword,
So the Ice Sword, I remember very vividly from Deadly Alliance.
4 up, yeah, because it was in 4. Because he do it in 4.
But it was so much bigger. He made a little old sword, but
a little dagger,
a little dagger. But in Deadly Alliance, that nigga had a fucking sword, He-Man size fucking.
Let's go, yeah.
Corey blade is what it was called, and he could stab you with it.
Yeah,
but please tell me when Sub-Zero learned how to teleport.
That shit was
because this nigga was like Jason the whole movie. Just showed the fuck up.
So you just come to my house like you pay bills, huh?
You pay bills and shit.
That's what we doing out here. That's what we doing today, boo boo. And why was he? And why that was okay? So that
he was basically the boogeyman the whole movie. Just walk around fucking up people.
He was more. He was more evil than Scorpion. And what's funny is because now I'm explaining this. So y'all, in the beginning, in Mortal Kombat 1, a long time ago, on Super Nintendo and Genesis, we all thought Scorpion was the bad guy because he was Hellfire and Brimstone. But as we played through 4,
when you get his story, he tells "Hey, that nigga killed my family."
Right, and then on top of that, say word, Ricotta. Say word. That nigga about to kill a father. Word on everything we love, we come to see y'all. So Mortal Kombat mythologies. And here's another thing too, guys, because me and Leroy, we played everything from Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat has always been my thing, like Street Fighter was for you, because I grew up playing Mortal Kombat.
The only thing we didn't play, and I think we can both collectively agree, I played it for 2 seconds, put it down, was Mortal Kombat Special Forces. That shit was ass. But
I played the shit out of Special Forces.
Oh god, it's so terrible. Anyway, but even in Mortal Kombat mythologies, you learn that the Lin Kuei was manipulated by Quan Chi, because that's actually the first stage where Sub-Zero goes to kill Scorpion, and he kills the real Scorpion, hence why Scorpion comes back with Hellfire and shit. It's a really great game. It didn't age well at all, though. I don't recommend playing it now. But just go read up on it. It's really cool because it had really great cinematography. Really cool. But anyway, yeah, guys. So that was on point. But the problem is, in the actual movie itself, they never explain why Bihan's like, yo, nigga, on site, you and your whole family. All of y'all. They don't explain that. Bihan just shows up and just says, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill you. And then as soon as he finds out Cole is Shirai, he's like, oh, I'm going to kill you, motherfucker.
I'm going to kill you. Why? Because I don't like your daddy.
I don't like your daddy.
And I killed him already.
I'm going to kill everybody in Shiryu. So and he's just like, I ain't even do nothing.
Okay, so I'm gonna interject a little positivity here. There are certain subtle things in this movie that I did like. I did appreciate the Easter eggs.
Yes, that was cool.
When Bihan was whooping Jack's ass like a runaway slave. Because at no point was Jax gonna win that fight.
So
you tried to shoot a nigga who could control ice.
Listen, I will say that. They pretty much put the ninjas of Mortal Kombat, which they rightfully should have been, on God tier. Because that's true. Because listen, if I would have saw Rain come out there and not be someone ass, I would have turned that movie off.
Shit.
It would have been right.
When Goro was coming through the barn, I thought it was smoke for a second. I was like,
oh, yeah, I know. I was like, oh, shit. It's Goro. I was like, oh, man, he ain't going to do shit. But, yeah, bro. Like, that was
Goro
so
CGI now, makes me feel good. I will say that.
Now, let me just say this, guys. I do like that canonically they did the whole Sub-Zero just beat the shit out of Jax. Because if you look at how Jax actually lost his arms, I kid you not, go look it up. It's the stupidest thing ever. In the original Mortal Kombat 2 to Mortal Kombat 3, they're like, Jax did a fatality on himself. And I'm like, that's the dumbest shit ever. Why? But they fixed that in post because in the, Mortal Kombat 9, I think Sindel or somebody beat the shit out of him, took his arms and shit. So that's what happened.
It depends on which timeline, because it's like 3 different timelines. I think it's 3 at this point.
Got his ass mollywopped in every last one of them.
Because one of them,
he took his own arm.
One of them, Ermac ripped him off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the other one, did Sindel come through and crush him or something?
No, Goro whips him off.
Goro. Yeah, Goro. Yeah, okay, you're right. So yeah, guys. So it's been. I don't care who rips Jack's arms off. As long as he get ripped off, that's canon. I don't, however, like how he's just like, this is my Arcana, new arms. I'm like, nigga.
Let's go even before that. I don't like the fact that when the monks were building his arms, they gave him like technology. They gave him them metal iron rickets and shit from the Han Dynasty. I was like, what the fuck? And he walked up, he was like,
I can't do it.
His arms. He can't do shit. And then he realizes his Arcana, oh snap, he gets metal arms that don't look any better.
What was that? What was the metal? That was another thing. Because that was like the metal arms from like Mortal Kombat 11, but not as polished. Because, those not even the same arms. That's the arms that the Tom chick gives him after, he gets fucked as a Revenant and then goes worse for it. I was just like, who made this?
Who made this? Who signed off on this nonsense?
Oh, and don't forget, he did do his fatality, the clap, where he just clapped him.
He did.
And,
okay, sure. Yay. Can I just say that I appreciate that first movie so much more?
Bro, I said the same thing. I was telling one of my friends that. I was like, because she kind of likes Mortal Kombat. And she's like, so what? I was like, listen, they did okay, but the first Mortal Kombat was way better. I was like, Annihilation still sucks, but the first Mortal Kombat, we will never get anything better than that. And Mortal Kombat Conquest.
I appreciate Christopher Lambert as Raiden in 1995 more than I appreciate this Asian dude from now. Because I didn't appreciate how Raiden acted this whole movie. Raiden was talking down on people.
Well, but I will say that's closer to what they wanted Raiden, because in the next few Mortal Kombat, Raiden's an asshole. Because remember in 9, he's just like, well, I don't understand. He's got to win. And then in 10, after he figures out what the fuck he did wrong, and then comes back as like basically hardcore Raiden. He's like, I don't give a fuck about anybody but the realm. nigga, you fuck with Earthrealm, you fuck with us. And it was just like, okay, Ray.
They said you fucking with us as a collective.
Mess with one, you get the squad. And it's just like him and everybody who's not Liu Kang beating the shit out of Liu Kang and the Revenants. I'm like, God damn. So that's I get why they changed him up, because they don't want him to be the, oh, I love Earthlings and shit. No, he's like, fuck you, weak ass nigga. You can't do shit on my
y'all
team.
ain't got shit. Y'all suck.
I can charm all you.
Motherfucking temple.
This motherfucker showed up and said, "Oh, look what we got here: a novice, a crip, and some bitch."
And a bitch. I was like, excuse the fuck out of me, what?
And then Ray just look. Yeah, Ray's just like, and the bitch still talking.
Kano woke up. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Kano's like, y'all ain't gonna be disrespecting me like that. Who cooking white people?
I ain't gonna be too many more bitches in here. Y'all smell somebody cooking?
Nah, that's it. Nah, let that bitch go. Let that bitch go.
And Sonya was like, but I can fight. I know how to fight my whole life. And Ray was like, bitch, unless you got a tattoo, you can't even talk to me.
Ray was like, bitch, the door. It's like,
it's open. It's right there.
I was like, damn, okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Shit.
That's the Ray from World Kombat 10. I'll take all these motherfuckers on by myself. On site, nigga, on site.
Look, I'm about this.
I can beat Goku. Like, oh shit, nigga. Okay. Damn.
Now you talking crazy.
Hold on. I don't need you to do that. Just chill out. But of course, so first off, guys, would I recommend this movie? I'd say it's a good, like, on H. Let me just say this. HBO Max is done. I don't care what anybody says. They don't have hope next year. Because, did you see what, I don't know if you saw this, and I'm going to talk about this on the show. If you hadn't listened to our show, I'm going to talk about it there. HBO Max says they're not doing this next year. I was like, I wonder why. Bunch of mid-ass, like, movies. They're not. Wow. There's a few good ones, but it's mid for the most part. Oh. I don't hate that hard, Rockman. Come on, Rockman. Anyway, they said in 2022, bruh, they said they are not doing the whole, like, premiere on HBO Max as in the movie theaters. So I was like, well, that's the end of them. Go ahead and call that.
They have had their hits, because Godzilla vs. Kong was fantastic.
It was, and so was Lovecraft Country 2. What else we got? 2 good things. What else we got?
Oh, I thought you meant there was a 2. I was like, I missed one. No, shit, I missed 2 too.
Nigga, but Lovecraft Country, which is the original season, and the documentaries were good. It's just, here's my thing. So you bringing out mid movies, which nobody, I mean, they're like hit or miss right now. Like, now I'm worried about Dude. I'm like, shit, man, is Dude gonna be good? Bruh, because you know we still gonna get it, and you know it's still on the docket.
Damn.
I know. Let Dune be some mid. I'm done. That's it. I'm over. It's over, cuz.
Dune came out in the fucking 80s, bruh.
How you gonna fuck up T. Roddenberry's classic? I won't say this Mortal Kombat movie is a terrible movie.
Can we also talk about low budget Shang Tsung and how uncool he was?
Okay, so that's my other thing about that, right? First off, Shang Tsung doesn't give a fuck about the tournament. He cares about Shang Tsung. If anything, that should have been Shao Kahn saying, yo, nigga, go over there, fuck with Raiden.
The only reason Outworld does half the shit that Outworld does is because Shao Kahn was like, you go do it, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Because you know what was so, and see, this is why I'm like, listen.
Katana's fans were in there too.
I know, I saw that, but Katana was nowhere to be found. But Melina was in
there. But Melina was in there.
Okay. So anyway, here's my thing. If you think you're gonna like Mortal Kombat, go play the video game. It's so much better. Because here's the thing, guys. In the video game, which apparently Ed Boon just figured out in Mortal Kombat 9, he knows how to write.
I won't say that. Deception was really good.
Okay, I'll give you Deception, but Deadly
Alliance. Okay, hold on, bro. Armageddon, awful, yes. But Deadly Alliance has a soft spot for me.
Deadly Alliance.
It introduced Frost.
And I'll give you that. I like the characters.
And that was like the thing where they were turning into they were not into ninjas yet, but you could see where they were going to the robots.
I give you that. No, because they have the robots in 3 and in 4. But here's my problem with that. My problem with that is, bruh, is that the way Deadly Alliance worked is Shang Tsung was just Liu Kang. No, I'm sorry, he was Kung Lao, and Liu Kang didn't even know he wasn't Kung Lao, even though Liu Kang can literally sense. No, he can literally sense when he's around, and he just snaps his neck. And then Quan Chi just kills
that nigga, bro.
Okay, but Quan Chi just run up and kill Shao Kahn, nigga. Really, Quan Chi? Shao Kahn beat the brakes off Quan Chi in Mortal Kombat 9, nigga.
I don't like how he did it because he just shot the acid ball at him. Yes. Okay. I was.
Yeah. So you can miss me with Deadly Alliance was good. I like Frost too. Don't get me wrong. And that wasn't the first time we saw Frost. We saw her in Mortal Kombat Mythologies, and they promised to bring her into the series. Yeah, and it wasn't until finally 4 Deadly Alliance, whatever.
Okay, Deadly Alliance just has a soft spot in my heart because I don't know why it has a soft spot in my heart. It was just a good game to me.
It was trash because the storyline is Shang Tsung and Quan Chi just get together and say, you know what? Fuck our masters. Fuck them niggas.
But otherwise we wouldn't have gotten Onaga, or is that the guy from Tekken? Is Onaga the Dragon King? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
You might be right because that's in Armageddon.
Either way,
right?
Yeah, because they tried to raise the Dragon King's army without the Dragon King, and they raised the army, but the good guys end up winning. And then I guess if you skip to Deception, one of the Elder Gods had learned about this shit, and then no, because it wasn't even the Elder God. Damashi was the spirit of the Dragon King. He was talking to Shujinko for them 100-something years, and he tricked Shujinko into gathering the Kamidogu for him and all that shit. That's how he got in Deception, and then Armageddon started. I don't care, nigga. I like Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance is easily one of my top 5, just because.
Nah, the only good Mortal Kombats were 4, 9, 10, and 11. 1, 2, and 3 were great. 4 was the one that was 3D for the first time, and that's when they started. That's when you learn about Quan Chi, and you learn about him running the Lin Kuei.
Okay. I don't know. Another reason I like Deadly Alliance was it was the first one where you could switch fighting styles, and that was just hella cool.
No, that was cool. I will say that was cool, and I wish they because that was a cool on the fly thing. They still have that, but now you have to select it.
You have to select, you have to go with that the whole fight.
Yeah, where it's they did that because Street Fighter did something close to that, and Street Fighter Alpha and shit like that. So they're like, all right, we're gonna switch it up. You know what I'm saying? You get weapons, you get 3 different styles.
Yeah, 2 styles and a weapon. That's the shit to me.
It's a mid. All right, I'm just tired of Mortal Kombat being in the mid category. And listen, guys, I'm not hating on it because I think that Street Fighter was better. Because trust me, Street Fighter has a longer list of shitty ideas than Mortal Kombat. Trust me, they both had a cartoon series on USA, which they both sucked ass, and the shit was terrible.
The animated movies for Street Fighter were better though.
The anime. Yes, the anime, not the English shit.
No. I said animated movies, so I guess Street Fighter Alpha counts as that.
Yeah, because it's
a movie.
Yeah, but it's animated.
But it's also anime.
Yeah, it's anime. But you're right. They are because Street Fighter 2
and plus they switched it. They switched the animated animes of Street Fighter 2 because Bison wasn't a bad guy. He just wanted the Earth to be protected. But in the video game, that nigga was moving drugs.
No, he was still a bad guy in the anime.
But I distinctly remember M. Bison saying, "This is to protect the world, and it's all its natural resource." And I was like,
"Yeah," because he was a dictator. He believed that he could
No, he believed he could do it, but he was doing it for the right reason, just the wrong way. Kind of like Darth Vader.
He was still doing that in the video games. He just but
you don't hear about
psycho powers.
But you don't hear about the saving the Earth. You just hear psycho power. I'm gonna rule the world. nobody can stop me except Seth.
He did the same thing in the anime, except you hear him say "save the world" once, but he still distorts Ken with the Dark Hado with the psycho powers. He still uses drugs and shit to hypno. Like,
I know that now, but I'm just saying, at least in the cartoon, you at least hear him mention something positive.
Fuck once. That nigga.
I mean, yeah, it's fuck that nigga anyway. Then he made Seth, and Seth was like, "I'm stronger than you.
I don't need you." And then
I don't really need you for this part, but yeah, you can be here.
Which, yeah, even the video games of Street Fighter are more fucked up in terms of storyline than Mortal Kombat ever will be, because at least they're told in order. Street Fighter is like 1, 4, 2, and 3. I'm not making this up. And I think 5 is finally at the end of that. 5 might be before 3, because 5 still has the original characters, whereas 3 was like the new challenge, where it's only Ryu and Ken. Everybody else is new, including Gil and like the new characters. So trust me, guys. I'm not hating on this because I'm like, oh, fuck Mortal Kombat. No, I'm hating on this because I love Mortal Kombat and this shit was shitty, like terrible. And Cole, here's the other thing too. Cole got his ass whooped the whole movie, the whole fucking movie.
Except when he fought Goro. Oh, can we also acknowledge the fact that Cole, all this nigga's been as a cage fighter his whole life, and we've proven that he's been bad at it, very bad at it. This nigga gets an Arcana and beats Goro. The nigga who literally won 9 of the last tournaments. You know what that's like? That's like me saying I can play some basketball and me beating Kevin Durant and LeBron James in a game of 21.
At the same time.
These niggas have won legitimately the last, 7 championships?
But Leroy, the Arcana. Do you have an Arcana that gives you just amazing basketball strength? Gives you Shaq Fu powers. Gives you Michael Jordan in the Windy City powers.
This is like Mike. This would be like Mike too, except I would be Bow Wow, and everybody else in that movie would be like better, and we wouldn't have what's my boy Morris Chestnut wouldn't be in this movie.
Oh no! I forgot Morris Chestnut was in that movie. No,
Morris Chestnut was the star of that movie. I don't care what nobody say. The little white kid wouldn't be in it. You know, I just
and then like so all along Raiden's like, haha, this is my play all along. I'm like, don't do that. Don't stop it. Because he's like, I thought gods couldn't interfere. And he's like, I'm like, whatever, stop. You didn't give a fuck about them people. You didn't give a fuck about them. You were just like, hey, if they lose, we got more.
Gods couldn't interfere.
They got to do that shit on a Wednesday, cuz.
Oh my god! I also didn't appreciate the fact that Raiden's temple looked suspiciously like the Power Rangers secret base.
You just go see Zordon come to Rangers. Oops, wrong movie.
I saw the little white. Everything else is red sand, but this is just white for no reason. Like. 5 white kids from California and a black guy gonna be up in a minute.
Ben Entertainment's gonna be made off pretty good with that
one. Let me know if you needed it. Let me know if you needed more prop sets, Nick.
they like fight and like Rain puts up his lightning curtain and then Tommy comes up. White Tigers are proud. No, don't Tommy. Wrong show. Wrong one. Oh, shit. We're not doing White Tigers versus Scorpion? Okay, well, yeah, my bad. Go Power Rangers. What the fuck ever, dude. And then like let me just say this. I did like the new Rain just because he was just all about zap your dumbass. Because every time somebody talks shit to him, zap your dumbass. Oh god.
Thought the other guys would allowed to interfere. That's what you thought. Now do something about it. Bitch. Yes, sir.
Ooh, we spicy up in here. Ooh.
Ooh, shit, boy.
Or the fact that Liu Kang, just Kato is just talking shit, Liu Kang just said, "What's he just threw like the little fireball.
Well, I also don't appreciate how they did Liu Kang in this movie because Liu Kang
that was the bicycle kick out of nowhere.
And see, I was watching this whole movie and I was like, and I told my wife, I was like, he gonna do this shit at one point. And I guarantee you it's not gonna do anything for me. And then he did it and I was like, see, Nothing. Not even a wiggle down there. I don't know.
No joy in that. None.
But can we also talk about how Liu Kang went from being the chosen one in all the games? He's like, let me at him. I'm the chosen one. I'm the defender of Earthrealm. To this bitch toiling around his fucking jade beads, and it's like, oh, you must circumcise oneself to realize oneself, or some stupid
not even that
shit.
Not even that, because I can kind of forgive that, because whatever, they're trying to show the monks out, the Shaolin monks. He got his ass whooped by Cabal, nigga. Cabal was not like that good at all. No, like Cabal was just like, oh, do I need to slow down? Hook sword. Like, I was like, okay, first off, no, that's some bullshit. I'm not gonna have this going on. No. Here, give me this mid Liu Kang up in here. He can't do shit.
This great value ass Liu Kang. No, sir. I don't. He had a perfect
wish. What the fuck is this?
Perfect opportunity to do the flying dragon kick, which is the singular the kick. The one kick that this nigga can do that pretty much makes people mad. And then they decided to switch that with the old gag from, I guess, Mortal Kombat 2, where you just do down sweep Kags. And it's like, oh, you're gonna do it again? Yeah. One more time, Kano. And he trips him 3 times. I'm like, what?
I love that. I like that because I like stuff like that because that did give like a lot of presence to the game because that was true. That was constantly.
That's all you had to do back in the day. As soon as you get up, boom.
And they finally fixed that in the older or the newer ones because it was like, because the new problem wasn't even the flow cag, then it was the run button.
It was running
combo. Oh god. They had to put a little bar at the no, you can't run all day.
You can't run for fucking ever. Just back all the way up.
So
bam, 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 bam.
I was just like, bro, this is what we doing? This is what we doing out here. That and then okay, so here's my other problem.
Reptile wasn't a ninja in this movie, he was an actual reptile.
And okay, guys, I get that as time progressed in the series, he became that. I understand, but at least show my man in the ninja form because he does. If you look at Mortal Kombat 9,
he was a reptile in 9.
Yeah, he was 4. He was almost there, but they still had him as a human because he was still 3D. But when he took off his mask more, he was. That's what I'm saying.
No, he wasn't a human. He had fangs and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wanted that humanoid presence. Because I get it, the whole but it was just like, all right, so he's just a wild animal that just kind of knows how to fight. And Kano's, I was like, okay, first off, and I don't want to be that guy, but this is the arcade. Reptile would have whooped Kano's ass. I seen it. He would have spit that motherfucker in the face, and that's how they could have played it off. Spit him in the face. Then he's like, oh, I need technology, but they didn't do that because Kano.
Yeah, I was waiting on that. So the only thing about Kano that was Kano was that he had a laser beam and he had a knife. Other than that was just random Australian dude.
And I mean, because even
Black Dragon Clan, I guess.
Right, because even in the game, he didn't have much personality. It wasn't until the movie that they actually adopted the Australian accent
thing
for the game. But yeah, I was really hurt by that because I was like, man, you could have.
He didn't do the roll thing where he assumes form in midair and barrel rolls the shit out of people.
Listen, because we didn't see all of his arcana, bro. Like you didn't. He died before we could see all the rest of his arcana. I was just like, this is stupid. Like, because here's my thing, right? You could have said they were just born with special talents and they trained. Because look, Shaolin monks, we know they train extensively. Sonya was in special forces.
When Kung Lao showed up, nigga, I was so happy. I was so happy.
The hat did it right.
The hat flew. It would come back like dope. Captain America's shield. He could teleport with it. He only teleported once though. I was like, I'm here for it. This movie is now making more sense. He could fight. No one can enter the pit unless they have an arcana. So you mean they can't walk down here if they don't have arcana?
You're welcome to watch, but you can't fight with us.
And she just sat there like, dear diary, I wish I could fight with the other guys, but I don't have an arcana.
I'm like, nigga, okay, so here's my problem with this. She was a part of the original 8. That's like and I get it. Again, I don't want it to be a 1-for-1 for the video game most time. I just want it to make sense sometimes. Like, I swear to God, if Resident Evil does some shit like this, like, I'm done, bro. Like, I'm gonna fucking punch somebody. But, like, my beef is that even Street Fighter, which was a terrible, terrible American movie, they still had the original Street Fighters in there. The original 12 fighters, at least. They even put the super motherfuckers in there. T-Hawk. Like, fucking
T-Hawk was the dude.
Well, they didn't have Fei Long, but they had T-Hawk, they had Cammy, and they had DJ, which was just that black motherfucker that just took the money. But at the same fucking time,
DJ was a bartender in that movie.
No, DJ was in Bison's assistant, and he just made off with the Bison Bucks. Him and Sagat were the only ones that made off for the Shadow Law team. Because remember, he's like, we're gonna be rich in the Street Fighter the American movie, Raw Julia and
okay, yeah.
And then Sagat shows up. No, we're gonna be rich.
We're gonna be rich.
So
Sagat was just a nigga with an eye patch. All right, sure.
Ryu and Ken were like our weapons dealers, bro. I was like, Even as a kid, bro, I had to be like no more than 10, maybe. I was just like, that doesn't even make sense. Ryu is a traveling monk. Okay, but y'all made him a weapons dealer. That's cool. Ken is a billionaire. Why does he need to? Okay.
Why is he working?
Whatever. That's cool. No, let's do that. Oh, don't forget Chun-Li was a reporter. Shout out to Ming-Na, though. I ain't gonna look. She's beautiful.
But Chun-Li was a police officer. She was an Interpol officer.
She was supposed to be, but she was a reporter in the movie. And her two assistants was E Honda and Balrog. Man, no, I was like, why is Balrog?
Look, at least their names in here. Shit, can't complain too much.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because everybody else is just like, yeah. And then they made Dalsim from the Professor, which is not even accurate. I was like, no, Dalsim is a yogi from India. That's cool, whatever. And then Blanca was Charlie, and I'm just like, that made no fucking sense.
Blanca's supposed to be a dude who was raised in the damn Amazon.
Yes, he literally is a kid that fell off a plane and was raised in Amazon and just became a beast. That was it.
Because he's a fucking man child, a man monkey child. He's Tarzan, basically.
Basically, just
with electricity.
Yeah, that's it. And it was just like, how is that so hard?
Blanca used to be my favorite person on Street Fighter 2, though.
Somebody else said that, and I was like, how? Like, why?
But Blanca was cool. But that's also the same reason why Nikali was my favorite in 5, but 5 was bad, so we don't talk about that. But back to the stupidness of Mortal Kombat. Also, I don't appreciate the fact that Raiden just threw up an electric wall, and that stopped the bad guys for like 75% of the movie. Just randomly, like, no, boom.
They're like, you can't hide behind this shit forever, Raiden. No, Mike, I'm sorry.
He walked and said that shit walking away.
That's it. And then like all he had to do was go get Kano, and Kano's like, oh, so I just disabled the wall. So apparently, an ancient wall that's done by Raiden can be disabled by like
an elder god made this, and Kano beat it with a power he figured out yesterday.
And some sticks, some legendary sticks that he used. I was just like, okay, guys, that's cool.
No,
it was way too much convenient writing in that movie. Way too much.
In the cave, like in the hall of Easter eggs, where all of the fun shit that was supposed to be in the movie was, there's also like this little conduit type of thing that looked like it was from Power Rangers. What was that?
That was next to Shinnok's amulet, right?
Yes. Random piece of technology.
Okay, so this is what I think it is. Because remember, they're in the temple. And you know it's in the temple, right? The soul chambers. And I think that's what that was.
No.
If you
the soul chamber is under Shang Tsung's island. That would be the Jinsei is, I think it's called.
That's it. Raijin and Bo Rai Cho were supposed to be guarding. And
so you realize that was a level that we fought in Mortal Kombat, and it was about the size of a small coffee table.
Yes, yeah, that's why I'm just like,
yeah, because the Jinsei is the life essence water.
Because they fixed two people like that, and because evil side has one, good side has one, and they put people in Jinsei to fix them. And evil side has the soul chamber because in Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, that's how Shang Tsung went and fixed Sindel. He made her human again by putting her in the soul chamber and like fixed her up. I know, bro. I know. I was just like,
convenient.
That's what, because like again, Kano stole Shinnok's helmet, and you know what's fucked up? We don't even know if he put it back because Liu Kang's like, I saw you put it back. He's like,
put that shit back.
And then that whole big thing happened. So I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. Kano is gonna resurrect as Shinnok. Calling it now in the second one.
but we skipped like so many steps.
Oh yeah, because where's Shao Kahn? We don't know. How come Shao Kahn just let his only daughter, Melina, who is his real daughter with Sindel,
not Quintana, who he kidnapped?
Yeah, who's kidnapped?
Oh, actually, he's not even a daughter. He created her. She's
that's what I'm saying.
Test tube baby.
Yes, she was a test tube baby. So why was he not even introduced? Meanwhile, Baraka's race is just currently missing because here's my thing. If you're going to bring over Melina, right, why not bring over the army of Barakas?
Of Tarkatans that she just runs alongside Baraka, who is easily like the number 3 person in Outworld.
But you just decided to just roll up with the gargoyle from Armageddon. Okay. All right. That's we. And the general from the comic, nobody gave a fuck.
Nobody
I was just like when I saw him, I knew he was familiar, but I was like, he's not in the games, but I know he's in the lore. And I was like, why did they pick him though? Because I knew he was just insignificant. And
they even showed God damn, it hurts. Like the walk up where they introduced the villain, which is obviously Shang Tsung. This nigga lives on a cliff.
And not Liu Kang, but Sub-Zero just there chilling by his side, just like, we'll fuck these niggas up though.
like the baddest fucking enforcer ever. Go Bihan. Destroy them. My name ain't Bihan. It's Sub-Zero. Okay, whatever, nigga. Go beat him up. Okay.
Here's my other problem with that. He still answers to Bihan. Even when he turns into Sub-Zero. Even when he goes evil in one of those timelines, he still answers to Bihan. Even when his brother is like, yo, brother, you got it wrong, man. The Lin Kuei actually are beefing with the Shinryu. He's still just like, nah, it's me. And you failed the Lin Kuei. I'll show you. And then you fight. Like, he still answers to Bihan every time. Even when he turns a new Cybot, he still fucking answers to Bihan.
Because Raiden calls him on, it's like, Bihan, stop, come on our side.
Stop
and
he's
like,
nah. Fuck you, Raiden.
And then he splits. We gonna fuck you up.
Low-key
Noob Cybot might be the most disrespectful character in the game.
Oh, nigga, especially when he does the hook thing. Like, that's... Because in the new one in 11, he fights with hook swords. That nigga is no joke. No joke.
No, he just fight with the scythe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they are scythe. Yeah.
The little scythe, and he put it in his back and shit. Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah, Noob is easily one of the worst, the most disrespectful people in the damn game.
I was like, how could you, Sub-Zero? I used to like you. He's like, nah, fuck you, nigga. Wow. But bro. Honestly, this is probably a really bad attempt at Mortal Kombat. Like, I can't say that I don't recommend it. It's a fun movie, but if you were looking, I know, even then, if you were looking for like a cohesive story or even a fun representation of Mortal Kombat,
this ain't it.
Play the game. No, this ain't it.
No.
Play the game.
No, you ain't gotta play the game. Watch is it Scorpion's Revenge?
Oh yeah, the one that's on HBO Max. Yes, yeah. Scorpion, the anime thing that they talk about. Yeah. That's true too.
Right. That shit
because and here's the other thing they forgot to tell y'all in the movie. Mortal Kombat doesn't necessarily start because of Sub-Zero. That's not the tournament's always been going for years. And they going on for millennium. Right. It's just the latest Mortal Kombats kind of take place between Earthrealm, the Shinryu, the Lin Kuei. And I see what they're trying to do, because that's what they're trying to do with Takada, aka Cole, or Cole, aka not Takada, but he is Takada. they're trying to make the Shiryu come back, and it's just like, guys, you could have just Takeda was like right there. Cole did not. They didn't have to change the actors or anything. They literally just need to say, instead of Cole, you're Takada. Okay, let's go. And that would have been it. And they could have just introduced him earlier than what they did in the game series in the comics.
Hold on. Because if you introduce Takeda,
I know
you have to introduce Cassie Cage.
Cassie Cage.
And Kun Jin.
And
the other one.
Jackie Briggs.
Yeah, you have to introduce the kids. And to introduce the kids, you have to introduce the parents.
Yeah, because here's the other thing, Scorpion, because here's what's so complicated about that. So in the games, guys, Scorpion dies and he loses his original family, but when he comes back to life and he heals himself in the new timeline, he takes another wife, and that's how he has the son which is
in this era.
Takada, yeah. And so that's why Takada's like, okay, I'm going to carry on the Shiryu, and why they have a whole new clan and shit, and why he goes by the name Hanzo again, and he has his human form again, because he renounces the Hellfire and goes back to just fighting as a ninja.
No. He still uses the Hellfire.
No, yeah, he does. You're right. He
still teleports like a bitch.
He just keeps his human form.
Yeah.
But this is why in the movie it's so confusing, because they
just remember there was another fatality. It was Mortal Kombat 1. He ripped the thing off and blew fire on him.
Yeah, and that's they did that to a certain extent. You just saw
fire.
Skeletal.
You didn't even see Skeletal. You just saw.
His jaw, like, you know. They tried. All right.
You know what that is? You're reaching. Oh no.
They tried so hard that movie. They did. They just
and see.
You know what this should have been? It should have just been Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero vs. Scorpion. Just do that. Just say that. That's all you had to do. Make the movie 40 minutes long. Would have been the greatest movie ever.
And
that's it.
They tried to make it real cute by putting in them nice little Easter eggs. Like when Sub-Zero was whooping Jax's ass, you saw the little button combination on the window behind it.
Wow.
And I was like, oh snap, down, left, right, whatever the fuck it was. I was like, oh, that's a combination for the ice ball. Oh, yay. And then he proceeded to beat the shit out of Jax, and then they tried to do the little struggle between good and evil shit, and then you forgot, oh shit, he can freeze people. And they broke him off.
Oh no. Jax forgot Sub-Zero. He's like, bitch, I'm ice, nigga. Oh god. Oh.
Again, Sub-Zero was fucking Jason the whole movie.
My guy from the race.
This nigga just randomly be on screen. And then screen get covered. Oh shit, it's really dark. I don't like that shit. I don't like this shit at all. When Jax was trying to get him, he pulled out what I assume was a bullfrog assault rifle or whatever, and he was about to go in the lung. He looked at him, and he was just he was in there, and Jax knew where to go. And how did we know Sub-Zero's in here? Oh, because everything's frozen. Okay. Sure.
I will say they kind of made him a Grandmaster before he even made Grandmaster, because he did not, for real, guys. They made him powerful. That is how powerful he gets, but that's like 10 and 11. That is not Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3.
Well, because he became the Grandmaster in
4.
Because he was a Grandmaster in 5 in Deadly Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Because he came back and Frost was like, "You betrayed the clan. You left the clan or whatever." No, he was still training Frost, and then he would turn into a cyborg in 9.
Yes, which
is the little brother.
Yeah, and then that even changed because they then made Frost into a robot.
A robot, and she's also the head of the clan. She's the head of the new clan, which is the robots, not the originals.
You're right. It's all complicated.
See, if you're gonna bring the robots in, you got to talk about Cyrax. You got to talk about Sector. Smoke was a robot too. Shit.
Remember Mortal Kombat 9 when they made Cyrax black before he was?
I was so fucking happy.
I was like, yay!
That's my nigga right there. But he was.
No, yeah, I know. But then I was like, oh, because I remember he's gonna be Samurai. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be good.
This ain't gonna be. I don't like this shit at all.
I don't like this shit at all. Because him and Cyrax like, yeah, no, we're cool. And then they're like, oh, we heard about this robot initiative. And then next thing you know, they end the story, and they just like, oh, what's up? And he's like, what happened to you guys? Our soul left our flesh. I was like, ooh.
Y'all put souls in robot bodies? Oh my
How did that go? And you just see the factory behind you putting bodies in the ground, and you're like, oh, damn.
That is not of the Lord.
Just call me Smoke Dog. Wow.
See, if you're new watching this movie, you weren't there to fight Noob Saibot and Smoke on Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh my god! They were just okay. So and
you thought Shao Kahn was bad. Imagine getting your ass whooped on the 8th ring, not the 10th.
And what you had to do just to fight these guys wasn't even fair. Because all you got was like, you didn't even get anything for it. You got recognition for just beating them. That was the only thing. Yeah, good job. And then you just kept going up the story. They didn't make any kind of special anything. You couldn't even play yourself. Guys, in the original Mortal Kombat 1 through 3, Noob Saibot didn't make an appearance until Mortal Kombat Trilogy. It wasn't until then, because basically, until then, he was just a bonus character.
He was just a bonus.
They were just like, all right, cool, you can fight him, but that was it. Just like Ermac and Rain were bonus characters, you could just fight out of nowhere. Chameleon was another one, but it wasn't until
Chameleon was so fucking trash.
Chameleon was so trash. It wasn't until Trilogy
he was supposed to be so hype.
All right, listen.
How you take all the special moves from all the ninjas and you steal garbage? God damn.
Remember, everybody had that rule. If you play Mortal Kombat Trilogy on PlayStation, that was your rule. Don't get Chameleon. We don't want the game to freeze. Because every time, no lie, guys, the game literally froze for 2 minutes. Not making this up. Go back and play it on PlayStation 1. Literally, if you're Chameleon, you're like, and you're like, all right, I'm turning Scorpion. Literally, you both have to sit there and just wait.
Switch.
Nigga, it better be good. You better be just.
I said, boy, you better beat my ass so good. Pause. You better beat the fuck out of me.
And it's funny because Nintendo 64, to get around that, they had the female Chameleon, which I thought was cool. But they're cartridges, so they could just switch on the fly. You didn't have to worry about that. And I was like, wow. Sadly, that made that much better. But yeah, that was so funny with Chameleon. And I was like, damn it. And remember, he became canon in one of, I think it was Armageddon. It was either Armageddon or Deadly Alliance. He wasn't in Armageddon. Okay, so did he become canon?
No, he wasn't in Deadly Alliance either.
Oh shit! So he was.
I remember all the stupid people that they put Taven in Armageddon, and Taven is arguably the most boring character in the series.
How did they put Taven in, and Taven was still ranked below the mocap guy? Because remember, mocap guy was in there. You're just like,
it's just a nigga with balls on his damn suit.
Mocap guy, I'll take him. But Taven sucks. No,
fuck Taven. Give me mocap. Or not even mocap meat.
Oh, meat! Oh my god, bro, you bring it back now. Meat. Oh my god. Meat was stupid. Just that whole, man.
Armageddon was granted like an awful game, but it had some of the coolest people.
I get that it had the biggest roster, but now I think I think it's a tie now between, because for me, I think my favorite roster now played all the Mortal Kombat.
Shit.
Yeah, it has to be between 10 or 11. Because 10 I was mad that 11 didn't bring more people from 10. Because 11 was like, hey, everybody's dead just about, but here's the other people. And it's
I think Ed did that on purpose because he knew he was going to write Aftermath, and the people from 10 probably wouldn't have made sense in there.
That's true, because you couldn't play most of them because, well, you're saying
they would have died in fucking way.
Yeah, everybody hated saying so. Yeah, because like fucking, that was just okay.
Even though I would have to, I agree with you. 10 had like the most interesting roster.
They did, because now even though I agree with you on 11, just because Spawn was in that motherfucker. Because Spawn is off the chain.
Spawn ain't even the coolest extra character.
He is not, but god damn, he is awesome. But yeah, I will.
Spawn, we'd have had the Joker, we'd have had Alien and the Predator, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger from 9.
Bruh. RoboCop though.
RoboCop, Terminator,
Why?
Rambo.
Why the fuck is RoboCop in this bitch?
Why
man?
is Rambo in this game?
I
could justify RoboCop because it's from the future. Rambo happened in the 80s.
You know what happened, right? They got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone's like, oh, y'all gonna put him in? Y'all gonna put me in? Put me in, cuz. Put me in. Look. Expendables, Demolition Man, or Rambo. Make it happen. They're just like, hey, at least he didn't ask us to Rocky. Just let him walk away.
I would have cried if he put Rocky in there. I would have cried real hurt tears from my soul if they put Rocky in there.
You know, if they would have put Rocky there, I would have got Rocky, and every time I would have got the uppercut, and that like takes the spinal cord out. Wow!
Adrian, I went to distance. Yeah. But then if you put Rocky in there and you don't put either Apollo Creed or Clubber Lang, this ain't even the same game.
Why would Rocky be Mortal Kombat?
I don't know. You can't put him in fucking Killer Instinct.
He'd be like, all right, and then like Aaron Black or somebody like that would just punch his head off. Like
again, okay, see.
Flawless victory.
Whatever the next one is, they need to put everybody in there. I just want Stryker back. Stryker was absolute hell in 9. And I know because I won 80% of my matches with Stryker. Stryker was the only police I believe in.
I will say it was fucked up how he went out though. Because goddamn. They did my boy wrong. Okay. I love how they were just like, okay, so to fix this retcon, how are we gonna kill 10 people at one time? Sindel! Okay, send Sindel in. And I was just like,
and yeah.
All right, Sindel, what's she gonna do? Sindel. I was like, well, damn. Yeah. Okay.
Well, damn. Right.
That's what we doing?
Me and Adrian had a good conversation because we reminisced back when Mortal Kombat 9 came out. And me and him left school to come see you and Cole Jackson. And that's when we bought those fucking games.
I remember that.
We both got the collector's edition, and I think we skipped practice that day because we was like, we're going home.
Y'all was just like, yeah, fuck this, man. We're going to play shit out of this.
Stryker was the shit because, one, police brutality was for everybody, not just for black people. Because that's what he said when he came in.
Get it. Yeah.
Police brutality coming up. You know what this nigga's special move was? A baton, a taser, and these 2 pistols. Fuck that shit. Put the beam on his ass.
Oh my god.
The X-ray move really involved him shooting you 7 times.
That was yes. That was, man.
Stryker was my dog.
Stryker was I will say they made him a lot better because in 3 his whole thing. He was trash, but if you run butted him to death though, he was God. Because
he pulled out the baton when you run with him. And then tase.
And then they just fall back. You just like, bro, come on.
Stryker in 9. Nigga had a tac flashlight, a taser, a baton, 2 pistols, and them hands.
And he used, remember the X-ray. You're right. He used all of them motherfuckers on you. It's like,
bow.
It's funny because
grenades and shit too.
I was joking with somebody. I was like, Mortal Kombat trying to warn us that cops were the deadliest game. They're deadly as fuck.
Look, I take Stryker. Stryker was a main in 9. Whew, shit.
That was good. So okay. Overall, let me ask you this. Do you think, we know it's going to be a sequel, because do you think the sequel...
It's so bad it's boring, isn't it?
Do you think, they're going to fix any of this in the sequel, and the sequel's going to be better?
No.
Or do you think it's going to be worse?
It's going to be the same.
I feel that, too, because I feel like they're going to try to introduce Shao Kahn in this, and it's going to be a civil war between... No, because you know what they're going to do? It's going to be a civil war between Shao Kahn and Kotal Kahn, and they're not going to explain why Kotal's even there, or that the fact that Outworld was in disarray and he came in and said, no, we're gonna put order in it. And then, Shao Kahn got his shit pushed in. And it wasn't until 11 that they revived his ass and brought him back.
They probably ain't going to reference what Outworld used to be like before Shao Kahn. They're not going to reference Edenia, so Katana's not going to get mentioned any kind of way.
Shit, we probably won't even know who Kentaro is because remember they skipped over Kentaro and Shiva.
First of all, Kentaro ain't been in the movie yet.
Kentaro
ain't been in a game since
right.
Shaolin Monks.
You're right. Damn. They did my man wrong because he was in 2 and that was it.
Right. Kentaro was cool as fuck. He's just Goro with tiger stripes, which honestly means he should be better. But somehow Prince Goro is like, I'm better than you.
Here's the problem with that too, and I wish they would let that go. And I know they keep him in because he's the nostalgia throwback to the first Mortal Kombat. Of course. But like
he's always the final bad guy.
Let him go. Like honestly, the day they show me growth is when Goro gets killed in like a side thing, like somebody's fighting Goro on a bridge and he just gets killed. I'm like, thank you. We can move on because nobody cared. The real villain that we all need to care about is Shang Tsung, because Shang Tsung will be caring about himself. Because we saw that in 11. Where 11, he was like, "Fuck all y'all, I'm gonna become God." You know what I'm saying? He just, but.
And what's the girl Shiva? Shiva's literally the queen of the Shokan.
She is the royal guard to Sindel, which I didn't know until playing 11.
Oh, it was Katana.
No, it's Shiva.
No, you're right. It is Sindel.
Yeah, it's Shiva.
Because when she came back, she gave her a hug. Shit.
Yeah, she was just like, "Yo, I'm sorry, I failed you." She's like, "No, but you'll serve me now, right?" And then betrayed at the end, like, because Sindel don't give a fuck about nobody. She's like, "Oh yeah, you served your purpose." I was like, "Oh god, damn."
So hurtful. Hell, Nightwolf was even in the second Mortal Kombat, and that movie was awful.
That was Annihilation. Yeah, that was it. Because remember, all he did was just challenge Liu Kang and then just disappeared.
He put Liu Kang on a fucking spirit quest, like traditional Native American stereotypes.
Racist!
Like, you must find your inner animal. It is like me, wolf who howls at the moon and sleeps at the night, or some shit like that. I don't know. Something equally just as racist. And the movie had to be shot in Arizona because that's, to be honest, Native American population is pretty high out there. And the rest of the movie was just like, oh, we'll leave Outer World and come to Arizona.
Yeah, bro.
Just, goddamn.
So, they missed again with this one, guys. And, like, not like super missed. Like, we're talking about the guns weren't even loaded. They shoot at me. I ain't got no bullets to shoot back. What's your Arcana, Leroy? What's your Arcana?
I don't know.
And how is it that there's no training? There's no training for those superpowers, by the way. They just come out of anger. Because that makes a lot of sense.
So Arcana is Super Saiyan.
I mean,
that's how you go Super Saiyan the first time.
I mean, I
mine
guess
is actual effectiveness.
Not training and not, don't let it be anything that has to do with you as an actual personality. No, it's just, hey, by the way, Cliff can shoot thunderbolts from his hand for no reason. There you go. That's it.
I guess my Arcana would be green, be like turning green with scales and shit, because that's the only special. That's like what happened to me in D&D. So fuck it, I don't know. Was that green or was that orange?
Oh yeah, no, you were orange. You were orange.
Orange with scales, and that was like
you know what that movie was, and I can't wait for the honest trailer to come out. But that movie was essentially My Hero Combat. That's all that was. My Hero Mortal, because they're just like, "What's your quirk?" "Oh, I can spit fire." Yay! What's your Arcana? "I can throw this hat real good."
Wait, what was Cool Al's Arcana?
That's it. He just throw that hat real good. That shit was spinning, nigga. It's spinning. It's still spinning.
So Liu Kang better than Captain America? That's what you're trying to tell me?
I mean, and obviously not even that, because did you see when Kung Lao was being pushed back with Cole? You know what's magically in the portal with them? Kung Lao's fucking hat. Did he throw that shit before he came in the room? Is that what happened? Oh, I just have a feeling Say Song gonna kill me, so. All right, Say Song. I'm like, and then Liu Kang's like, no. And him and Cole's like, come on, bro. And he just see the hat flying in the portal. I'm like,
that was the perfect time. You could have just did the little Bruce Lee dragon kick. Kung Lao would be okay, and we would have some more depth in this fucking movie.
Hey, because here's something you might not have known, or people at home might not have known. Liu Kang actually wins the first Mortal Kombat tournament. It is actually canon in every single fucking Mortal Kombat anything. Mortal Kombat 1, Liu Kang's the winner. Mortal Kombat comic books, Liu Kang is the first, not the first one, but he's the first in our time.
The first one,
the very first one is
the great Kung Lao.
Yeah, the descendant. Or the ascendant.
The original, the OG.
The original.
And the founder of the White Lotus Society.
Yes. Meanwhile, all the rest of these, like, I'm a descendant of Kung Lao. And you're just like, oh, so you're going to die like a little bitch too, huh?
No, that's true. It's fucking true. Kung Lao don't get no shine except in Shaolin monks.
Nah, because remember, even in fucking Mortal Kombat 9, when they're doing the reboot, and Liu Kang's like, no, we can win. And Kung's like, you're right. And Ray's like, no, I'm telling you, nigga, we can't win.
We can't win. And Liu Kang tries it, and he's like, zzz.
Yeah, he just Liu Kang. And Kung Lao's like, how dare you, Ray? Fuck you. And he like fighting Ray. I'm like, wait.
And then he snaps it.
Wow.
He's like, oh, shit, both of them dead. Oh, shit.
Kill both the champions. Johnny Cage, you're the new champion, guy. Yeah.
Just, wow. Fuck.
I just, yeah. So, yeah. My honest opinion on this, guys, is
this should not have been called Mortal Kombat.
No. It could have been Road to Mortal Kombat. It could have been Scorpion versus Sub-Zero.
Here's a point, because I was talking with
Mortal Kombat mythologies.
No, because then it would have something to do with Mortal Kombat, and this had absolutely very little to do with Mortal Kombat.
That's true.
Along with the fight scene, the fights just being very, man.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put my Raid 2 fan hat on again. Raid 2 had perfect fight scenes, way better than this. Way more gorier, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I've had better fight scenes in this fucking movie, in real fights life. In my life. And I ain't been in that many goddamn fights. Well, no, I've been in plenty. I ain't won a lot of them. But A, B, or C, I was talking to Shogun, and he asked a very poignant question. Do you think that WB did the same thing that they did with Justice League the first time?
Nah, because here's my thing.
See, I'm inclined to agree. But let me hear yours first.
So here's my thing. I don't think so, because here's something that everybody doesn't understand. The whole Snyder Cut thing was a wave. Like, because a lot of these.
So you're telling me the Boone Cut doesn't exist? Because if it does,
I don't want to see it. I don't want it.
Shit.
Because I swear to God, my nigga, if it's a love story between Liu Kang and Kung Lao, like a bromance is like 5 hours long, I'm done.
That's all Shaolin monks is.
I know, but like he tried to put Shaolin monks in there, and then we go fast forward to Mortal Kombat 3 out of nowhere. Stryker and Cabal's looking out, and then Kano comes in and kills everybody except for Cabal, and then throws acid on his face, and then
keep going. This is great.
No.
So here's popcorn. This is fantastic.
It's better than the Mortal Kombat movie. I could have wrote it. I know. But here's my beef. So the reason why I say the Snyder Cut is a wave, because it is, because what people don't actually know is this shit happens all the time. All the movies that we've seen have different alternate cuts. The problem was Snyder Cut's egotistical ass was like, Snyder was just like, yo, my shit, nah, see, in my cut, this shit didn't happen. And people didn't believe him because he was such a shitty director and he'd been doing shitty work for so long. They're like, nah, whatever. And so then when he shows, it's like, oh shit, that was good. And then all these other dumbass directors are like, you know what? There's a cut of mine. There's a Whedon cut. You want to see the Whedon cut? So I don't give a fuck about the cuts. But I don't think this is the case in Mortal Kombat, just because they've been touting this for so long and they have been pushing so much. Like, the problem with this was, from the jump, I think WB knew it was going to be a cash grab. Because if you remember, they put this out around the same time, I think, or they announced it around the same time, either not 11, but I think 11 Aftermath was really, they were talking about they were going to do it and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, and Aftermath was fantastic.
Right. And it is. Guys, go play it if you hadn't. But the reason why I say I feel like this is just a cash grab for them is because they intentionally didn't put a lot of the actors that they still could back in. Like, for example, they could have put, I don't know if you've seen, they showed the picture of the Blade that was the mocap actor for Sonya Blade. She still looks hot and she's still muscular. They could have put her in. They could have put the same guy that had Shang Tsung. You remember he played Shang Tsung in 11 Aftermath. Yeah, they could have put him in there. They chose not to. They could have put a lot of better talent into it, but they didn't on purpose, just because they knew, okay, we need to push this movie out. Because, for example, Josh Talim from the Raid 2 or from the Raid 1, I'm sorry, he's been blowing up lately. So he was like, that was the perfect guy to get, and he was the perfect Sub-Zero. The casting was not so bad. The casting was actually probably the best part of the movie, because with the exception of maybe Liu Kang and Kung Lao, maybe recasting them, and maybe Raiden, even though I like this new, like, I don't give a fuck Raiden, because that's how he's becoming. It was okay.
Because I thought it was Chow Yun Fat for while he was talking. I couldn't really see past that. I was like, Chow Yun Fat?
No. I knew
Chow Yun Fat got to be old. And
he old. He can't be doing this shit no more.
Right.
But yeah,
I didn't mind the casting.
That's what like, the casting wasn't a big deal for me. So that's why I'm like, I don't think they did the cut thing. I think this is just, they really thought this is gonna be the one, and
they missed.
It just went in hard. This was that Steph Curry got the mouthpiece out, like, I'm gonna make this. No, okay, I'm just gonna keep going back and doing it. You know,
he makes it with the mouthpiece out. By the way, this is like, it's a girl that you're crushing on, so you made her a mixtape, but she does not like. Yeah, like you try to put Sade and like some 112 on there, and maybe some SWV. Is it SWV or SVW?
No, SWV. Yeah.
Okay, I have dyslexia. I'm sorry.
Right. No. You have the sexy form of it. Sexlexia. I love that. Trouble. Yeah.
It is. It's very.
What do I call it?
Sexlexia. All right, but you tried to put all the slow jams on there, but this bitch really likes
City Girls.
No. She likes like Marilyn Manson and
right. Marilyn Manson, Creed.
She is just on a total, and she's on a total different vibe from you, bro. She listens. She was like, this one there. Get the and she rips it in front of your face, and then
No. She pulls the Ludacris. She puts the shit in the toilet. It just flushes it. All right, what is this, Mike? You know what it is, Mike. Get off my dick, Mike.
Yeah. It was just a miss. It's a no from me, dog.
Listen. I'm gonna need WB and I'm gonna need DC to have a long talk, and then I'm gonna need WB, DC, and the NetherRealm Studios. No. I need all three of them walk down to Marvel and just say, "Here you go." Like, give it to Disney.
Nah, don't give it.
And I don't want them all to say. I don't. Give it to someone. You know what? Give it to Amazon. Because you know what? It'll be too big, too fat. Give it to Amazon. Just give it to them.
Yeah, but because Marvel doesn't. You know
what's going to happen? Right. What's going to happen is this is going to be the powerhouses. It's going to be between Disney and Amazon one day. They're going to go head to head. And so they might as well, because listen, Amazon already got Lord of the Rings, which was a WB property.
They canceled
and they bought that. Right. Well, they canceled it?
Don't worry, it's coming up it's gonna be on the show. I'm sorry.
All right, so Netflix can still get it now. Because it was $1 billion and Bezos bought that cash. And I guess he just said, fuck this, it's taking too long. This is a mid. I don't like this shit. Next one.
Bezos over there piloting giant mechs and shit. He's like, I don't have time for this anymore. So
I don't have time for this anymore. I'm trying to take over the world. We're trying to go to Mars, bitches. M-A-R-S.
Mars.
We ain't stopping at the moon.
Red Rocks.
Oh my god, Red Rocks. Yeah. So yeah, WB. Just listen.
Can we bully WB into making this again? We did it with Sonic.
Did it with that was Universal. Justice League was show us the Snyder cut. So they gotta already have had
them into doing it.
I mean, no, because Mortal Kombat, they're gonna have to make a better movie. So it's gonna be like, show us another movie.
Do it again.
Whoa, your shit suck, man.
Hey, nigga, this is
hey, nigga,
Erica Badu. Shut the fuck up.
Boo! Turn the music back on. Yo, bruh, that was so funny. I was bonding with my new barber the other day, man, about that shit, about Boondocks. And we were talking. Nah, man, it's the same one. I'm just saying he's relatively new compared to my other one I use. Yeah. And no, we were talking about the shit. That shit was funny. Hey, yo, cut the music back on. Fuck that, granddad. We got priors. That is just like, jail, nigga, you gay.
Boondocks was ahead of his time.
It was so ahead of his time.
Well,
I'm just saying, if I saw piss, I'll just get out of the way.
She saw piss coming, she stayed. And I got to be out on the next R. Kelly album just for that.
And walked away. And he was like,
beat by 8-year-old.
Got beat by 8-year-old.
And Adam West was the white lawyer telling Tom about marrying white women.
That one, no, the funniest one ever was the one where Tom got arrested, and he's like, I'm a lawyer. You don't think this is gonna work on me? And so the dude from The Wire was like, so he was like, so if I tell you I won't do any time, I promise you won't do any time. Okay. I'll sign it. That one, or the friendly nigga. He says nigga so much, I don't even realize he's saying it anymore. The other day he said, nigga, can I borrow a fry? I was like, oh my God, he said nigga. I was like, nigga, how you gonna borrow a fry? Is you gonna give it back? Check this nigga. It was like, oh Jesus. They're using all their souls. Real nigga roll call.
Niggas bleed.
Shame on the nigga.
Nigga, my nigga. Real niggas don't die.
I love granddad's coming there. They called me nigga. I didn't write the book yet. I'm gonna write it. It's probably gonna be 40, maybe $50. You know, y'all can pick that up at Amazon, your local stores.
Oh shit! Just the commentary about.
Granddad, what you mean you gonna cash in on this? Boy, I'm gonna cash in on this. You know, on my day, we couldn't do nothing if somebody calls you a nigga. All you can do, white man call you niggas, go around the corner and cry.
And they showed granddad showed up to the riots with a raincoat. It's like, nigga, where you been? I went home with my raincoat. A raincoat? The fuck you mean a raincoat? Yeah, they been doing
all saw the news.
Yeah. I know y'all saw the news.
This motherfucker with a raincoat. Beat his ass.
This nigga wanted to get a motherfucking raincoat. But you had your raincoat right now. And they whooped his ass as they should have.
That one in the Rosa Parks and prank call Rosa Parks. Like, you prank call Rosa Parks? He's like, I don't like a fuck with Rosa Parks. They gonna ban us. They gonna lay my ass in the tent.
And nigga said, no, we are going in.
Are you some kind of revolutionary woman? Yes, we are.
He took Rosa to jail. Get home safe, son.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble, huh? It's like, oh. That one, or of course, Mr. Dubois, where he went through the breakup. He's like, but don't you have a guest room? Who told him about the guest room? Or like,
the damn guest room.
Boo! Hey, Tom, shut the fuck up. Hey, boy, quit all that cussing. Hey, Tom, shut the fuck up.
Tom did let it burn perfectly.
Car, boom, bitch. Get out the way. Oh my God. Good stuff.
So we ranted about this for a good hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any daring opinions, if we were wrong, please let us know. I'd
fight me. Because there's only one person on my friends list right now that's like big up in Mortal Kombat, but I don't trust what he says anyway.
Oh no, I know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah, I was just like,
nigga was like, "Fuck this shit, this is the greatest movie ever."
I was like, and scroll up.
Look, you can at me. You can at this show. You can call me on my goddamn phone number. I don't care. You can text me. Fight me. Please tell me why this movie was good.
This is a united defense front again.
Like this ain't even the damn nerd plate no more. This is Chris and Cliff.
Like we want to know, like we will get you psychological help if you like. This is the best movie I've ever seen. Like, bro,
I want to know what made this movie good for you, not only from a scientific perspective, and to tell you that you're wrong, but I want to know. You know,
and I dare you, all right, to be like, it's based off the game. I will show up to your house and beat your ass.
I will slap you like the bitch you are. I will.
You remember the Jay Silent Bob at the end of that movie? The first one, not the remake? Yeah. That'd be us.
That's been real gas. Drive to your house and
have the book and everything out. Are you Jeff that lives on Tory Lane 3000? Yep.
Tory Lane.
Did you say? That's right.
Did you say? And I quote, "Greatest movie ever." # fight me.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. Get the good fellas on them, just like hug each other while we kick
the shit out of here and hug you.
Oh my god.
Yes. But please let us know.
I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this about the movie, and this is the last thing. DMX didn't die for this. That's all I gotta say. That's real. Shout out to the dog.
Shout out to the dog, man.
He didn't deserve this.
Guys, hit us up on our email, the nerdplaypodcast @gmail.com.
That's right.
Facebook, Twitter. If you're friends with us on Facebook, please create us a nice little group. Hell, you can put it on my wall. Post this shit to my wall, please.
You know what?
I want to know.
I kind of want to be messy, man. I kind of want to make a poll on like our Facebook. Did you like want to come back? Yes or no?
Yes, no. Didn't watch it.
Why are you asking this question? You know what the answer is.
Do it. I say do it. Fuck it.
You know what? I
do it. Make it last to the end of the week.
I'm gonna do it. And also, guys, of course, catch our show. You know, of course, we had to do the emergency review because, like, man, that was like when I saw. The funny part is, Leroy, when I saw y'all talking, I was like, yep, no, I said that. No, I was gonna say that.
I didn't even have to interject in this conversation. I go to sleep.
And my job is done.
Is this how you felt when you watched Justice League?
Yes. Now y'all understand. Yes.
I don't condone it, but I understand.
Oh, damn.
I understand. All right. Well, you got anything else?
No, that's it. Until next time, guys. I'm Rockman 3K3.
I'm still Leroy.
We out.
Fuck this movie.